Hello and welcome to Spiritual Bloom, where we bloom within our consciousness. I hope you all are doing well, my lovelies. So here I am again back with another episode. The last episode was on Divine Masculine and its transformation. So without wasting any further time, today we'll be talking about the Divine Feminine. Who is Divine Feminine and what is the transformation process of being a divine feminine from distorted feminine? So, as we all know that each and every human carries two powerful energies, right? That is divine masculine and divine feminine within their soul. So these energies in Taoism are also known as the yin and yang, which needs to be balanced in every individual. The divine feminine energy, just like the divine masculine energy, can exist within anyone irrespective of gender. It's just an energy, and like I told you, we should not confuse it with the physical gender. Both men or women can hold this feminine energy. Now, how does this energy program on male and female? We will discuss that further. So when the feminine energy is within the feminine body, she is extremely feminine, soft, nurturing, loving, kind and compassionate since childhood. Feminine is usually creative, intellectual and smart. She does not chase money, wealth or status and is content with whatever she has achieved in her life. But that does not mean that she is less competitive or does not wish for a life that matches her truest potential. The divine feminine is also a very kind person who always keeps others and their problems first. She will never ever choose a career path that doesn't satisfy her soul or which doesn't make her feel content. So since she is a extremely kind soul and keeps on pouring, overgiving to people and later gets used, exploited by people around her, the universe awakens her just like the divine masculine and puts her through the dark night of the soul. Just the difference between both of them is that the divine masculine goes through intense awakening because he needs to let go of his ego and attachment to the material world, which makes him greedy, and to make him realize that just making money is not everything. He needs to look around his environment and must become more conscious, grounded, humble, and make use of his success and material world for the benefit of mankind. Similarly, the divine feminine is awakened to realize her self-worth, self-esteem, and use her talents, creativity, intelligence in this 3D world and make money out of it, which shall be for the betterment of the people in need. So the universe also awakens her and gives her many soul shocks through family members, friends, colleagues, and even the divine masculines to make her understand not to overgive or overpour into any person or situation too much, and to transmute that overgiving energy to herself and recenter her kindness and empathic nature to herself first, meaning to come into self-love with her own self first before pouring love into others. So now we'll talk about how does the divine feminine energy works in a male body. So the divine feminine energy in male body are also extremely nurturing, loving. They understand and romanticize love like a poetry, just as the feminine in a female body does. Such men are extremely good in household work, cooking, and any other hobby like gardening. They don't have male ego and are often seen as good parent because of their parenting skills. But these feminines in male body often fall prey to distorted, narcissist, toxic dominant women who mostly carry the masculine energy in female body. Since they are empaths and extremely nurturing like the feminine in female body, they are also taken for granted and used by many. So the divine feminine energy too has nothing to do with gender. So let's talk about the transformation. How a divine feminine becomes a divine feminine from a distorted one. The divine feminine is not divine since the very beginning, as we all know. She too has a dark shadow side and distorted side before she completely transforms into a divine feminine. Many divine feminines have a bad temper issues, people pleasing, chasing love from wrong people and getting into wrong relationships. This all stems from her childhood because just like the divine masculine, even the divine feminine goes through a tough childhood where one parent is absent, died, or lost parents at a very young age. They go through extreme pain since childhood but realize it later when they gain maturity. Because of a missing parent, especially father figure, since a young age, she desperately starts seeking love in wrong people because she never got that love and attention from a father figure. She feels and carries a void within her heart which makes her feel vulnerable at times and settles for less with wrong people, often leading to divorce. Since she is an empath and overgiver, the wrong partner whom she attracts takes her for granted or does not treat her well like the way she deserves to be treated. As the awakening process intensifies, the karmics around her becomes more active to trigger her and teach her more valuable lessons in life. In Divine Feminine's case, the karmics are mostly one of the parent, sibling, the husband. These karmics trigger her to that extent where it becomes impossible for her to live within one roof. Hence, she becomes compelled to understand her potential and push her limits to earn a living for herself in this 3D world and take herself out of that environment because as she awakens, she no longer resonates with the frequency of people around her, and also because she has outgrown that environment relationships. Slowly, she starts detaching herself to a point where she no longer feels sad or remorse for leaving her family behind, because with time she sees people's true colors and their masks falling off. So one of the most distinctive characteristic or aspect of divine feminine which I would like to describe is that, even though they have been through hell in their life and they've hit rock bottom since childhood, nothing makes them weak or mean or selfish. Though the world has always been ugly, unkind to her and against her, she never ever turns cold. Instead, she makes that that pain makes her more loving, nurturing and caring. The kind of patience these divine feminines carry is beyond imagination and beyond the capacity of an average human who has been put through so much in their lives. So, the divine feminine and the divine masculines are the beacons of light sent to raise the vibration of this earth through their kindness, patience, loving, nurturing and compassionate heart. It is through them that we learn that even though everything is against you, you never give up being kind, loving and nurturing. So that's all for today. I hoped you like my content. If it really resonated with your heart, please like, share and subscribe. For any kind of guidance, you can email me or WhatsApp me. My email and WhatsApp number has been given in the description box. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you so much.